49ers all day, every day. Here after the game, man, Tampa Bay versus my and our faithful San Francisco 49ers. 49ers went down in Tampa Bay. Caught a loss down there, man. And Tampa Bay basically did what all the analysts, everybody was talking about, what they was going to do. Us, it was just crazy, man. There's so many things that happened. But I'm gonna break it down like this. First and foremost is the obvious right here, man. I'm getting sick and tired of when we get injuries. It's always like key players, man. It's always key people that we need that always get hurt. What's up, Niner fan? It's always that, always that. And number one, Fred Warner, he goes down. And then this is the man that gets the defense hyped on the field. It's just too many. It was just too many slants up the middle that Tampa Bay Buccaneers was killing us with, and we didn't have an answer for it. So that's number one. Number two is the obvious, I would say. This is most definitely. Now, before I go into that, let's talk about Kendrick Bourne, right? Kendrick Bourne, man, it's crazy because it's like it's a love-hate thing with Kendrick Bourne. Like, he'll not catch or be in position where he's supposed to be, but then he makes up for it too. And this is the best we can do right now. And I'm not really putting it down on Kendrick Bourne because he making some plays. As long as he make up for it, hey, I'm cool. I don't know how everybody else feel about it, but that's just how I feel about it. Okay. Number three, I already know half the people gonna be like, we turned the ball over, Mac Jones, interceptions, and I already know. But look, man, let's not forget about one thing, Niner fam. Let's not forget about this. We going against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay line game is, versus us, of course, was on point. They came to play. They came to win. They came to do exactly what they do. So credit to them. Credit. They brought it. They was getting in our heads. They got in Trent Williams' head. Trent Williams, you already know what he gonna do if he hit that limit, man. Of course, there was a couple of calls that they should have called that would have been in our favor. You know what I mean? We have to capitalize on their penalties when we get it. We have to capitalize on roughing the kicker. You know what I mean? Stuff like that to give us chances. We got to capitalize on it now. This is the obvious, y'all. This is the obvious. We say, all of these things about this is the season because there's no teams really dominating and all of this other stuff. Maybe we should make a run for it. I get all of that. I get it. So now we got an injured Fred Warner. We have to hear about what the heck is completely going on with him. And when I say completely, how long are we talking? We know it's an ankle injury, but really, how long are we talking about this? Number two, we got a couple of weeks before the trade deadline. We're going to have to make some moves if we really trying to make a move, make a play for the, go all the way. I don't see why not, but that'll be very hard. I'm sure all week we'll hear some news about we got to hear about Fred Warner first, but we need to address everything possible if we going for a run. We got to address this D-line. We got to bring pressure. We got to do everything we possibly can. And we have to address these. We got to address just letting this team, any team of that matter, because it wasn't just Tampa Bay. We seem to be very vulnerable up the middle with slants, you know what I mean? Very hard to defend that, but we got to address it. Robert Saleh got to come through with that. But here's the main thing. We already know what it is. Going against a D-line like that, this offensive line is terrible. We already know, right? We already know. So, I'm going to tell y'all like this, because it's not enough of it going around. I was also a victim of this, when the draft come around, and like this past year, it was a pretty good draft. It seemed like they were, focused on defense, focused on the D-line. I get that. That's our identity. But I'm going to tell y'all like this, and this is coming from me. And they need to know this. You know, I'm going to jump back into current times, but I'm talking about next draft, next offseason, whatever may happen. I don't care. We can go all the way, win a Super Bowl this season, right? But come off season, if we don't address our offensive line at all, right? Then we have to expect the same outcomes when you come across teams like this. There is no way you can go through a whole offseason and not address the offensive line and think everything's going to be okay. Yes, it's true. Our quarterbacks are getting hurt all the damn time. Why? What contributes to these injuries is because we're not protecting the quarterback, but we're also not addressing it like we need to. So come this offseason, we better address the offensive line like we're supposed to. Otherwise, this whole group of staff who are responsible for getting these players on these teams need to be out of here, because you're not addressing everything we need. You're addressing some needs that look very, very interesting. Like I said, I was a victim of this. I was getting excited about, everybody we drafted. But if we're not addressing even, it's hard to get, free agents, offensive linemen. But there are some that would have been better than what we have now. If we do not address this in the off season, there is something wrong with this entire group, or whoever's pulling the plugs, man. They need to go. I don't know if it's Kyle Shanahan. I don't know if it's John Lynch, but we need to address the offensive line in the offseason, okay? Can't do nothing about it right now. We got to move forward, but we're going to really save that conversation for the next offseason. Now, that being said, a lot of that had a lot to do with Mac Jones's play today. Yeah, he could have did some other things with the ball, but when there's a lot of pressure there and Tampa Bay disguising their coverages and all of that, man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Got to be smart. I felt like, at times it was looking like Christian McCaffrey was getting some runs, but they was really shutting him down. We got our first rushing touchdown. That's pretty good. Again, going back to Kendrick Bourne, this man, he may not make a play, be in the wrong position, not make a pass, but then he make up for it and make a really good catch and gain yards and all this other stuff. So, yeah, Tampa Bay just really brought it. They wanted it. One thing we have to know, though, Niner fan, I know leading up to this game, it was like Tampa Bay and us were the top ones in the NFC, whoever win this. But it really doesn't matter right now going towards playoffs and all of that, because we can just totally forget about this game, see them in the playoffs, and really bring it to them early. I was saying we have to outscore this team, man. Because it's going to be very hard. It's going to be very hard to win this game in the trenches, man. They just too loaded right there. They got injuries too, but in the trenches, man, we got to win that battle. And especially on the offensive line, it's just very hard to do that. And then the whole defense, whole momentum just shift down when Fred Warner get hurt. Why is it always key players that get hurt? I don't want nobody to get hurt, but it's always key players that might have we had another play or another chance or whatever. That's when that player will make that difference. But we had to do what we had to do. Without a Fred Warner, this whole defense just dropped. It was just bad though. Baker Mayfield didn't make these passes. Man, this game was frustrating, I will have to say. But we got to address some things. The question is, what are we doing? What is the goal? What is the plan? These are the questions that we need to be asking Kyle Shanahan right now. What is the goal? What is the plan? Of course, he's gonna tell you the corporate answer. We're all trying to get to a Super Bowl. What is the plan, man? If that's a true plan, we need to see who we can get over here before this trade deadline. Straight up, man. What are we doing here? Now, we'll say this. I'm never going to say a loss was a good thing. But this type of loss right here, I hope this ignited somebody to say, we got to make some moves. some heavy moves, not no little sugar dumpling moves. We got to really address some positions here, and we really got to get busy. That's all I need to see, and that's all I need to say, man. But Tampa Bay got us. You know, is what it is. Fire the cannons. Yeah, offense. I think we'll be just fine. And that will make the defense click even harder, Wolfpack says. We're going to be fine. Here's the thing, then. When we address a team that got a defensive line like that, and we just got wet paper on ours, you know, we got to come up with something. We got to get rid of that ball fast. And we have the ability to do that. We can. So hopefully this initiated some kind of mental thought that we need to, we got to make some moves here. John Lynch is always Buck first. Bucks drove the ball like butter. They sure did. I mean, they sure did. It just sucks, man. They just demolished us. We couldn't stop them. We couldn't stop them. The only thing we could do is try to outscore them. You know, I just felt like a lot of plays. We should have just, yeah, Pooney is. Yeah, we had to outscore them. There was no way we was going to win this game because of the defense. Defense was going to make some plays, but there was just no way that was going to happen. Too many injuries, too many key people on injuries, man. It sucks. What we going to do? What the Niners going to do? How we going to address this? That's my mentality right now. This game's over. Ain't nothing we could do all week. John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan, Jed York and the Yorks. How we gonna address this? That's gonna be my mentality all week. How we gonna address these problems, man? How we gonna address these? Y'all just gonna sit back, not pick nobody up, not do a goddamn thing? Come on. Serious, man. Y'all gotta make some moves, man. Y'all gotta make some moves. Y'all gotta let us know what y'all want to do, and if y'all really trying to get there, you gotta make some moves, man. You gotta make some moves. Sorry, I know we got injuries, but even if we didn't have injuries, there's still some things y'all gotta address here. Y'all should know that right off the top, especially about Fred Warner. If Fred Warner is out, and not do a damn thing. Yeah, I'm going to freak off every week going forward, man. We can't just every week just be based on hopes and dreams. We gotta make moves and make things happen. Hope Tampa Bay is feeling real good about this because as hard as this team was, we could have beat this team, but it was just what it meant. Everything has to be on point. You gotta get your downs, you gotta get your completions, you gotta be on point. You gotta be creative, you know. Gotta get rid of that ball fast. Matt got beat up, got sacked, turnovers. I knew this was gonna be a game like that when they just throwing out stats. I even felt like, yeah, we gonna get some of the things that we haven't got, like a rushing touchdown. But the Buccaneers, they probably gonna get some turnovers, which they haven't been getting turnovers before this. We can't get a damn turnover. Man, this is crazy. So, Niner fam, this is how we have to address this. We have to. There's nothing else we could do. All week, we have to be under the expectation that this organization is going to make some moves. So we can run the ball like we used to. I missed that last. I need to go back, see what y'all saying. Robinson played good. Should have been going to him earlier. We're getting players back. The O-line lost the game most definitely. Niner Joe, what's up with you? The O-line lost the game most definitely. Got to make some moves real quick. Yes, Wolfpack, we got to, man. This is ridiculous. We're getting players back. We are getting players back. Of course, y'all have to expect with Kittle coming back, the run game's going to be back. Maybe not full throttle if we don't rotate our running back. But it's going to look a lot better because Kittle is a good blocker when it comes to the run game. That's going to open up a lot more things. I feel like if Kittle was in this game completely healthy, we probably would have got him. It just makes a big difference. But that's what I'm saying. When people are not here, people who are here got to make the difference. You ain't got no offense, like offensive line with no Kittle, nobody blocking like they supposed to. Man, you got to have a plan B plus in this mug, man. You got to, man. You got to. Hey, brother, did I do too much about the girl? I think I talked about too much. I don't care, man. You good, man. You good. It ain't even no big deal, man. It's funny. It really is. Now you good, man. As long as you rep them Niners, man, I don't care what you talking about. You think Warner done for the year? I hope not. But I know one thing. The moment if we hear something like this, Niners better do something. You can't replace a Fred Warner. You can't. But you gotta do something. You better get some pass rushers, man. Y'all better make some. We are so cursed. We are cursed as far as key people being hurt all the damn time. I hate that. We need Kittle back. Yes, we do. So we can run the ball like we used to. That's right. Yeah, we need to be able to put up touchdowns. Yes. The old line fault, not Mac 10. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this dude was still, he was still trying to get it done, man. He had no protection, man. That's what it looked like when you ain't got no protection. 49ers should win the game. Yeah. Who you want at quarterback, Brock versus Mac? Look, now so in a game like this, when you talk about Brock Purdy versus Mac Jones, when you don't have an offensive line, maybe Brock could make a lot more plays on his feet. But then again, I think that, and then it'll be, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell because a lot of those plays that Mac Jones did, then completions down the field with Kendrick Bourne and stuff, I just feel like Brock could do them, but not as much. But then if we know Brock is scrambling, they gon' dial down on that, and they gonna stop that. So I was really looking forward to Mac Jones in this game because this is another thing. I don't know if it was Mac Jones' fault or not. I know the O-line's kicking his butt, but it seems like we started utilizing everybody too late in the game also. Because y'all see how that linebacker went one-on-one against Christian McCaffrey. They was ready for that. You know what I mean? I felt like we need to start utilizing everybody early. Don't make it so obvious. McCaffrey's getting off, so it's third down. We already know we're going to try to get it to the key guy. It was nice getting the ball to Juwan Jennings and stuff, but we have to start getting everybody else involved early. You have to. I know it looks good, feels good when somebody's hot. You got to keep feeding them the ball. But shoot, man, feed them the ball. If it don't work, go to somebody else. Different. Got to do these things. And hopefully it's little stuff like this. That's a wake-up call. A loss like this in week 6 is like for what you do about it can be a good thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to get a beating like this to really let people know, damn, we got to address this. They have to know the offensive line didn't help at all. I hope Mac 10 can hey, Shanahan, I'm not being protected, right? You got to make up, you got to do something. So in order for the defense to start bailing us out games like this, we got to make moves, man. We got to make moves. Because without a Fred Warner in there, they really looking lost. And we got to address these slants up the middle, man. Teams are killing us too much like that. They do be wide freaking open. Force them to do something else. Jennings and Kyle got into it on the sideline during the game. Damn, that's good news because I didn't see that. I wonder what that was about. I'm sure hopefully we can get more information about that because I want to know exactly what was said. Maybe Jennings know what the hell they need to do too. Warnick Martin be active roster. He was balling in the preseason. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they doing. We lost too many key players on offense, too many key players on defense. I'm depressed over Fred. Yeah, that's a big loss right there. Why is it funny? Oh, why is that funny? Because you keep doing it, you know. And I'm sure you got an answer a long time ago. That's why it's funny. So there's nothing else to do but to laugh at that. You know what I mean? You already got an answer about that. That's why it's funny. You know? Brock has never lost to the Bucks, though I've seen a history. Well, the Bucks never looked it like this either. You know, Bucks never looked it like this either. Even when they had Tom Brady, we know that. But I'm telling you, this offensive line is worse than what it was then. You know, just saying. Maybe he would have won this game. Who knows? But in this situation right here, with this offensive line and as hungry as they were, sometimes it just takes the right person to be in the right system. And that's what we were talking about with Mac Jones in this system. You know, threw over 300 yards. That's what you're not going to get that with Brock Purdy in this game. You know, he didn't have no protection. You know what I mean? He didn't have no protection, man. It just sucks that it had to be. You have a loss with the turnovers, things of that nature. You know, it just sucks. Shout out to the kicker, though. Warner out for the season. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know. They can't. I don't think they have concrete information this fast about being out for the season. I know how things can circulate that fast and stuff, but if he is, like I said, all I know is we better address something. We better get it. We better get it. Man, I'm trying to catch up with some of these, man. Too many rookies on defense. Got that for damn sure. Too many rookies on defense. And key players are missing from the offense, yeah. What's up, Dave? Brock has never lost to, yeah, I read that one, but I still would have went with Mac today. Yeah, me too, man. C. McCarver Jr., salute. Hope Fred Warner's okay. Me too, man. Hang in there, bro. Love you, bro. Love you back, homie. We shall win for the field goal. Goal is 4 down. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I get the momentum. The field goal, we went for the field goal, made the field goal. Would have really relied on the freaking defense. But, yeah, that would have gave us the better chance, I would say. That would have gave us the better chance if we would have went for the field goal, made the field goal. Maybe we kick it off, maybe dude fumble the ball, and we right there, boom, boom. But, you know, a lot of times, man, we can't just rely on the last situation. We got to look throughout the game. There's things that could have happened, should have happened, couldn't have happened because of offensive line that put us in this position. I just hate that, you know, y'all already know what we about to hear all week, but that's fine. Let us hear that. Hope the organization is hearing it too, and y'all better address it. Y'all better address it, man. I'm telling you. Y'all better address. We better start making some moves before the trade deadline. If y'all really trying to get there. If not, let us know. What's the plan? Let us know. Hey, we just gonna rock with who we got and, you know, rely on the people to come back. That way we have an expectancy of like what's crack. But we already know we gonna make to the playoffs. So if you gonna make to the playoffs, you might as well try to go all the way, man. But y'all, we gotta address this. We gotta address this. I'm trying to finish reading these. My bad, y'all. Yes, wait. Yep, Mac threw over 300 yards. Where did you see that? Nice to finally have a kicker. Fred is done. Did you ever get that? You look like Tupac. Who do you like better, Tupac or Biggie, man? There's no way I could look like Tupac and pick Biggie over Tupac. Tupac, that's my favorite rapper, man, all day. All freaking day. Cal Office just doesn't light the scoreboard. When when your block lock breaks, bust out the Mac 10. I love that. While I'm on live, if y'all could do me a favor, I just started to I created a YouTube channel for my son and his basketball. Seems to be a great idea. Like his old teammate has one going on. I think it's a good idea. So y'all go to his page and check out little stuff. I'm gonna be uploading a lot over there. I can't type nothing in, but if y'all look when we get off of here, go subscribe, man, and show some love. It's called It's the C3. That's ITSTHE C, the number 3. It's the C3, man. Go look him up. But anyway, I'm missing some of these, man. Yeah, so as long as we address this, get a good press conference, hear the thing that we want to say, and address these things. Because we know every season there's always some game where it's like, damn it. But address it the right way, man. That's what really makes a really good organization. That's what made the San Francisco 49ers way back in the Eddie DeBartolo, Bill Walsh days. They addressed things that we needed. Can't just float around and, you know what I mean, CJ, are you going to ever start doing those late night chills like you used to? Hey, man, I ain't even gonna lie. I miss doing that. I really want to do that. I got some things, man. I am working out. And God willing, if I can smooth out my schedule, get it the way I want it, you know what I mean? We gonna be back at that. Hell, I miss being at the games and doing the videos from the games. We gonna get back to all of that, man. I got some things in the works, trying to smooth things out, but I gotta get back to that, man, because that's what it's all about right there, man. Getting all hyped and you know what I'm saying. Appreciate you, brother. Just subscribe. Appreciate you. 49 Cent, what up, homie? We're just sitting here talking about this damn Bucks game and how this organization, they got to address something. This offensive line has been like, I don't know for how long, man. I just know one thing, just like I said, after all of this is done, whether we playoffs, Super Bowl, win it, and all that, great. Or whatever happens in this offseason, I know damn well they better address the offensive line, man. Because they kind of just, I don't know, it's like it's not important. I mean, I love what they did in the draft this year, but come on, man. That's the obvious, man. Get on my damn nerves about that. Appreciate that. When the kicker situation gets fixed and now all of a sudden the team, man, step by step, man. That was, yeah, I love this kicker, but it's like, it's always key people that get hurt, man. That's so annoying, man. That is so annoying. Appreciate the subscription, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was a cool vibe. You should bring that back. I'm going to bring it back, man. I'll be one to do it, you know, especially on Friday nights, man. My son got practice on Friday nights. Yeah, Friday nights we got practice, so maybe I'll do it when I get back, but, you know, I'll be having things to do on Saturday. Be having early games. I got to get to bed, man, you know. Anyway, y'all, man, so damn. Yep, they got us. Let's address this. I want to hear some really good. I mean, I don't want to hear no BS. We know BS when we be hearing these people at the podium and all this other stuff. But I would out of anything by Tuesday, I don't want to. Man, Fred Warner, man. Oh my goodness. Ain't nobody. There ain't nobody on that defense that's just gonna motivate everybody like he was. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody, man. All right, what you say? I agree with you on that. They haven't addressed the offensive line since Joe Staley left. It's like it's not important. I don't know. Can't just float around, man. Hopefully, because chase with Fred. Hopefully Greenlaw chase with Fred. I'll tell you, that's one linebacker I miss, man. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Hey, Niner fam, I'm a check off now. And like I said, man, it is what it is. Fred out for the season. David, you have been the only one who said that. We gonna confirm though. I can't find the travel for your basketball kid. I can't find the travel. Okay. Well, it's your man C. McCarver Jr. and I'm gonna catch y'all in traffic, man. Peace.